Hello, my name is Gail Tatum and welcome to A Closer Look. With me today are some people who are going to be telling us about a very exciting event that's going to happen this Saturday, and I'm happy to share this with you. Joining me are Peter Menakis, who's with the Lansdale Public Library, Dr. Jay Raj, who's a member of the Lansdale Medical Group, and Michael Abraham, who's a resident here in Lansdale. Welcome. I'm happy to have each of you with me today.
Thank you, Gail.
And we're here because you are about to have your 5th International Spring Festival. Is that right?
That's correct.
That's correct.
And this is a program that is done with the effort of the Lansdale Public Library, with the North Penn Chamber of Commerce, and the North Penn School District.
Mm-hmm.
So you just told me, Peter, that you've had 4,000 people here before. Is that right?
Right. We average about 4,000.
And this year we're going to break all kinds of records.
Yes, and no.
We hope so.
Right.
Well, with
We hope
everybody's
so.
cooperation, hopefully we'll make it 8,000 this year.
Maybe we will. Now tell me, it begins at what time?
Begins at 10 o'clock in the morning sharp. We'll be starting with a cultural program at the auditorium.
Okay.
And we expect that program will last about 2 hours.
All right. Now this is going to be on the stage.
That is correct.
And there'll be people doing all kinds of
Yeah, it will be
programs?
a multicultural stage performance, a gala, colorful stage performance.
All
I
right.
think, from the way we see it, it should be a very exciting morning.
And I suppose there are children as well as adults performing. Is that
That is
that
correct.
right?
That is
Is that
right.
right?
That's right.
And so if you come here at 10 o'clock, your first stop should be the auditorium.
Right.
That is
Absolutely.
right.
Because
Okay.
we have really, with the children, they're going to start with what you call the Parade of Nations. This is when we play different kind of music from different parts of the world, whether it's Arabic or it's French and Spanish and a lot of different music. And then we're going to have children who are going to be parading, with the flag of that country and then costume of that country.
Costume as well.
So
Nice.
we're going to start with the Parade of Nation, and then we go on to the big performances that we're going to have on stage in the auditorium. And unlike any other year, we used to start at 11, so people should really remember
Remember to
this
come.
year it's not 11, it's 10 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, and we don't want them to miss the beginning.
That is
because that would
correct.
be good.
That is correct.
Okay. And then your big task, I understand that you're the man who's been in charge of organizing the food, and we're expecting some interesting cuisine. Is that right?
Well, actually, this is is a really big part of the festival.
Yes, I
and
know.
You cannot have a festival without actually people coming and trying and enjoying the food that we're
Yes.
going to have. So the international cuisine consists of many different cuisines from around the world. So we're going to have hot food, and that represented by some restaurant in the area. We're going to have Chinese,
Good.
and that come from Little Szechuan in Lansdale. We're going to have Indian, that comes from a new restaurant called the Sultan. It's Indian food. We're going to have also Middle Eastern, Mediterranean, and it's a combination of Middle Eastern, Mediterranean, and Greek. That's from the Oasis on West Main
Yes.
Street in Lansdale. And we're going to have also Puerto Rican. We have a family. It's coming from Norristown with her children and her sisters. They're going to be preparing the Puerto Rican food.
Good.
And then we're also going to have pizzas.
All right.
Usually for the children, we
Yes.
always have to take
Yes.
that into consideration.
Yes.
So the Carlos Pizza in Carlsfield coming, and also the Hatfield Quality Meats with their big
Good.
hot dog
dog
cart
Big hot
stand.
dog. Oh, it's going
yes.
to be wonderful, isn't
So,
it?
and then we're going to have the St. Philip Orthodox Church. It's in Hilltown Township. They're going to be bringing a lot of Russian desserts and East European desserts, because that church consists of a lot of like Romanian, Albanians, and Russians. So they're going to be bringing a lot of desserts. And also St. Sophia, Greek Orthodox in Norristown. They're bringing a lot of the pastries and Greek desserts.
Now, if someone comes, will food be available all afternoon, or
All
are
the
you-
time.
All the time.
Continuous
Yes.
After
from
the
12
performances
o'clock
in the beginning.
to 5 p.m.
All right, so you
Food has
can-
always been a tremendous attraction.
Yes, I know. Yes.
Because of the variety of the food
Yes.
and the quantity of it, it's good to notify the viewers that they should not have breakfast.
Really? Yes.
Come with
so
an empty
much-
stomach.
Right.
Ready
Yes.
to
be
so
filled.
much
Miguel,
to
I
eat,
really do
you
not
know.
mean
Alright,
to
that's good.
exclude the North Penn Korean Association. For the last 4 years, they're one of the very few who've been coming every year, and they're preparing the association itself and the ladies from the association, the Korean food and the Korean
Good.
cuisine.
Good.
So they're going to be there.
They'll be there as well. So we will have
Absolutely.
many wonderful
Yeah.
cultures
Foods.
represented in delicious food.
Yeah, I think this is an opportunity for people in the suburbs really to taste foods from many parts of the world.
Yes.
really without going to all those
You
countries.
don't have to go down to Philly. to
Right
do
in
it.
North,
That's
It's
correct.
right at
Yes,
North
yes,
Penn
yes,
High
yes.
School.
It's right
It is.
here.
Right at
and
North
that's what
Penn
we
High
hope.
School. That's
Now,
right.
I also know that you were telling me that there will be, I think it's at the first or perhaps the second time you have special programs for children.
Right.
Is that right?
Right.
Can you explain
yes,
that to
we're
me?
going to have a special room. I forgot the number of the room. I think it's E16 or
That's all
something.
right.
you know.
I'm sure there'll be
yeah.
people
They'll
here to
find
direct
it,
them.
yeah.
Yes.
And we have, let's say, 2-3 volunteers that are going to have games for the kids, crafts for the kids, storytelling. So it'll be delightful
That's
because
nice.
the parents can park the kids there and go and see the other programs.
That's nice.
And we'll be entertaining the kids.
So someone who comes with some children can have them with them part of the time, but
Right.
might also choose to let the children
Right.
be part of this
Yeah.
program.
And they have to
That's
remember
nice.
to pick them up
They
on
must
the way
pick
out.
them up. That's right. We
way
want
Yeah,
that.
we,
That's
actually,
good.
we were very encouraged, and this is we're gonna do it the second year because last year was a hit, and the
Yeah.
children really, really enjoyed themselves because they were participant in the entire program. First of all, they had the chance when they wanted a break to go and see the music at the stage in the cafeteria area, and be with their parents or whoever they're coming with, the grandparents, and then go to the children activity because the room is right next to the
That's
cafeteria
nice.
area, and there's a lot of things for them to do and also challenges
Yes.
for the kids.
Yes.
So that's why for the second year we were encouraged to do it again.
That's good.
And then really people should remember this is really a free admission.
Yes,
So-
we must make that point clear. This is a
Absolutely.
wonderful
I mean,
day with no
correct.
cost.
You really do not go anywhere today without paying at least $3-4 for any kind of admission to come for this kind of festival, and that costs a lot of money to put together. And if you want to pay to see all those entertainers, whether in New York or Philadelphia or Cherry Hill or Atlanta, wherever you want to see it, you pay at least $50-60 to see all this
That is
variety
correct, yeah.
and the diversity
Yeah.
of the entertainment. So to come and see it and then park free.
Yes.
And you know,
Yes,
it's
it's a
free
nice day.
admission, and that's why we're going for a lot of the. Even though the ticket that we're having a lot of tickets, about 6,000 to 10,000 tickets we're putting out. It says free admission, but people should remember we're having a lot of door prizes from a lot of the businesses in the area: insurance companies, banks, supermarkets, restaurants, flower shops. They're giving us a lot of door prizes, so it's really worthwhile for people to come and spend the entire day. Forget about cutting grass and about, you know what I mean? It's going to be a nice
It's gonna be
day.
a nice day.
Yes.
Have a
And
day out.
the high school is really a nice place because all the facilities are there, the parking, there's plenty of restrooms, plenty of parking,
Sure.
and it's really easy
Yes,
access to a major,
Yes.
the turnpike everywhere. So it's not only for Montgomery,
Right.
Montgomery County resident, but
Right.
Bucks resident, Philadelphia, whoever likes
Yes.
Chester, whoever likes to come, and it's free again.
Yes.
So it's a lot of
So that's
fun.
important.
Add on the whole program is indoors.
Yes.
Even if it
You
rains,
don't have to worry about a rainy day.
that is correct. It's
All
totally
right.
indoors.
Dr. J. Raj, I know you've been involved with this for several years, and I think we need to just talk for a minute about why this is so important in our community. Clearly, some people cared enough to want to begin this. Can you talk a little about
Gail,
that?
I was just listening to news a few days back that in New York City, approximately there are about 85 languages spoken. And the feeling among all of us who have got together, we started out about 5 years ago,
Yes.
that Lansdale, if you look at it, North Penn area, is as diverse as any other large American area. You have
Yes.
people immigrating from all over the world with different languages, different cultures. We may preserve those languages, cultures. I think people are very proud of their
Yes.
heritage. But it is also very important to be just American. And the only way to do that is if all Americans get together for one day, celebrate their culture, celebrate their food, and share with their neighbors. And I believe that is important
really
for the
what this
future
is.
of America.
Yes. Now, I agree with you, and I think this is true about North Penn. We do have wonderful, rich area to live, and even though we're away from Philadelphia, we do have that benefit. How many people have been involved working on this committee?
We have approximately about 10 core people, but many is about 40 people who have
Yeah.
been part of the working group.
I know it's a huge effort to bring this many
right.
people together and to
Yes.
coordinate all the details. It's huge.
Becomes easier and easier every year.
Yes.
Yes.
Just because we were able to reach out to the
Yes.
businesses and to the restaurants and everybody involved. So it becomes easier and easier.
Yes.
And we like to improve on it every year.
Yes.
Because we started with few entertainers and few groups and few bands.
Now
Now we
it's-
have approximately between the auditorium and the stage at the cafeteria area, at least 20 different performances
Yeah,
and
that's
music.
wonderful.
And so it's a lot of entertainment.
Yes,
you
that
know,
is
for
good.
one day.
Yes.
And it's, I think, really parents should treat it like a learning experience. I know it's fun. People
Yes.
really like to come in there and have fun and enjoy it, entertainment, and it's free and free parking. But it's a learning experience
Sure.
because us in here, we really are interested in the learning, the greater learning experience of all our children. So in that aspect of it, it's really good for them to come because there's a lot of art work and a lot of different arty crafts and handwork that's going to be displayed.
Yes.
By a
I
lot
want
of
to ask
people.
Mr. Menakis
Right.
about that. Tell me about the arts and crafts and how that works. Are they for sale? Is it only for
Yes,
display?
Yes, they are both for sale and for display.
Okay.
And also we have many nationality booths, as we call them.
Uh-huh.
And these are tables that people bring their memorabilia from their homes, actually. You know.
All right.
And it's nice because, let's say, the visitors, they are going to see arts and crafts and items, let's say, of beauty that you don't see them either in the stores or, you
Yes.
know, you have to go to these countries to really see them.
Yes,
There
that's
are
nice.
40-some displays.
40
And,
displays.
Right. Some of them, of course, arts and crafts will be for sale.
Yes.
And Christmas can start Christmas
That's
shopping.
right. You can begin
start in
now.
May.
It's no problem at all.
Yeah,
Well, that's
they can-
wonderful.
They can find some very nice, unique things
Yes.
that they will not find in the stores.
Right. Isn't that
So,
great? So that's
this-
great. So it can be it's a way to buy some special things for
For
yourself, or
Christmas.
also
Yes,
just to
yes.
learn
Right,
about what
right,
are produced
right.
in other cultures and,
Right.
and
So the
how nice
visitors
that
should
is.
remember to bring their checkbooks.
That's
with them.
right. Okay, for that part of it.
Right.
It's really going to be something. Now, I know the public library is involved with the planning. As I said,
Right.
the chamber is and the
Right.
school district as
Right.
well. So it really is a shared effort
Exactly,
between
yeah.
those three major
Right.
efforts. I know
That's
other
right.
people
Right.
are also
That's
involved.
really the newspapers in the greater area, which is the Reporter and the Bucksman Courier
Are
and
also
the Montgomeryville
supportive.
Spirit really
Okay.
have supported us in the past, and they're continuing to
That's
support
good.
us. And then major banks and corporations who are really contributing a
Yeah.
lot to the success
That's
of
good.
this. Because it's an expense, it's a big expense.
Sure.
And it's still it's free, as I
Yes.
told you before. So when people come and there's a lot to clean and a lot to do, a lot to prepare, everything takes money.
Yes.
Even the booklet that we put out
Sure.
and tells you about the program and everything. People really
Yeah.
should take it with them and really learn about the entire program.
Right.
So we were giving out those booklets at the door free of charge.
That's good.
And if they need a card, you know, for the door prizes, we have more at the
Good.
doors also they can pick up.
All right.
Gail, I think North End School District actually several years back set up the multicultural task force again
That's
to
right.
address a similar kind of thing. Actually, the festival more or less is translation of that into a fun way of doing things and recognizing each other. If I can also spend
good.
just a couple of minutes, on the gala stage performance.
Yes.
I think again it's an enormous exhibition of cultures from all over the world. I also want to just emphasize that we'll also have performing the Caribbean Steel Band, which is again a very well-known group from the Philadelphia area, and then Kenny G, I guess,
Nice. And
that again would be another big group that will be
That would
performing.
draw people.
They are
So that's
supposed
all
to
in
be
the
doing
morning.
some reggae performance.
And we have, if I may interrupt you because it's important, we have a band from Peru.
A band from Peru.
That's right.
They make their own instruments. And they send us a small tape as a sample.
Yes.
And it has a very haunting, unusual sound. It's something entirely different.
And we should really
That's
not
really
forget
wonderful.
Yeah, so tell people that they should come at 10 o'clock.
You
Right.
really want them to. You have these
Right.
To
people
see these
coming who are
things.
good performers, and you
Excellent
really want a nice
performers.
audience for them,
That is
don't you?
correct.
So
That
people
is
should
correct.
come, and
Right.
children who get wiggly can get up and
Right.
and
That's
leave for
right.
a little
Yeah.
while and come back
Yeah,
in.
that's
So
right.
the parents shouldn't be
Right.
worried about that.
Again, admission is free to all the performance. Only charge is a
the food.
nominal charge for the food that they are
Sure.
going to
Right.
consume.
That's
and
certainly
people can
reasonable.
take dinner with them home.
That's
Yeah.
right.
At the
That
end,
day
of,
is
at the
free,
end of the
isn't
day,
it?
that's right.
That's
they
right.
can buy it
No
and take it
cooking
home.
at
So no
all.
cooking, absolutely.
Oh, that's
But
good.
Gail, we
right.
should really remember because we have for the second year the Volaski dance
that's a nice
ensemble.
Ukrainian ensemble.
Those
Right.
are the people who perform those Ukrainian. I think
Yes,
it's there
those
about
wonderful dances
20
and
plus
costumes.
members.
Yeah.
I don't know if you see it last year.
I have seen the Tamburitsins, which I
Right.
think is a similar
That is
group.
correct. That is
And
correct.
they are exciting to
Also, yeah.
watch.
That
and,
is correct.
It is,
I mean, it's
it is
really
fun.
full of life and,
Yeah.
and full of courage, and I understand it. I did not see it because I have to be in the cafeteria area
Right.
most of the time, and also for the stage performance. But everybody was raving about it, so we were glad that they were able to come
Yeah.
again this year. But again, we have more performances and more dances and more music in the cafeteria area
Right.
because we set stage in there.
Right.
And for that, and we have belly dancing. So people who want
Okay.
to even
Yes,
learn
yeah.
about
Right,
belly
right.
dancing,
Will have a
or you want to,
chance.
yes, participate in belly
Okay.
dancing, they can do so.
That's right.
Because the lady who came, she's been coming for actually
This
4
is the-
years.
This is the fourth,
Fourth
year,
year.
they're coming.
Yes,
right?
and
That's
she
right.
has a school. I think she works for somebody else. But she has a school for belly dancing,
That's
so
great.
she came and shared with us all.
That's
sort of,
fun. Oh, it'll be a fun day.
Yes.
Well, I
Yes.
thank you all three for coming. I think that this is an important event for our community,
That's right.
and we certainly are at North Penn are happy to be part of it. I
Thank you.
salute all of you because I know the work involved with this is tremendous.
right.
But we want everybody to come, and everybody will have a good day.
Okay.
There's lots of parking, lots of food,
Do you want to
music,
give
and
the
song.
invitation to all the parents and
Everybody.
and then the school
Mothers,
district?
mothers, stop
Absolutely.
your cooking for a day.
Come over for a
Bring your
while. You don't
children,
have to
bring your
stay all
husbands.
day, but
That's
stop
right.
by.
That's
We
right.
want people to stop by and visit.
The doors, by the way, will open 9:30 in the morning.
9:30, the doors
In the
will
morning.
open.
So
All right,
for
and the
the
day
stage
goes till 5
performance.
o'clock,
Right,
right?
that's correct.
So people can come at 9:30 and get a
Yes.
seat and be
Right.
ready for the performance that begins
That's
at 10.
correct.
Right.
Well, thank you, the three of you, for coming.
Gail, again,
Yes.
say, on behalf of the festival again, I'd like to thank again yourself, the school
Certainly.
district, also all the area businesses that have been
Yes.
supporting financially, and we hope to see all of you on this Saturday.
Good. Well, I hope we have a good turnout. Thank
10
you for
o'clock.
coming.
10 o'clock.
Okay.
Thank you.
This has been A Closer Look. My name is Gail Tatum. I hope to see you all on Saturday at this wonderful festival. Be there at 9:30 to be ready for the stage. We'll see you then. Thanks for coming.
Cool about fine safety.
Who are you?
See more smoke. Smoke detector. The more smoke I see, the more noise I make. And I see more smoke coming from that toaster.
Thanks for warning us, Seymour.
That's my job. I hate smoke. It's disgusting. It gives me a headache. So whenever I see it or smell it, I make this noise to warn you. Because where there's smoke, there may be fire.
Good tip, Seymour.
How many smoke detectors do you have in your home? Count them. Is there one outside your bedroom? There should be. Tell your parents.
Be cool about fine safety.
I've had the same friends since I was a little kid. But this year, some of them started playing with these other kids. I guess there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's cool making new friends and all, but they weren't like us. They were, different. And I heard my big brother saying some pretty bad stuff about people like them. But they seemed pretty cool, and we had a pretty good time. So, well, maybe my brother doesn't know everything.
Hey, Carlos, come on, we need you.
Don't be afraid.
Be a friend.
That's my nephew Scruff reading that comic book.
Improving my mind.
Give me your magic zapper and I'll improve your mind.
Hey, that's me.
Look inside. It's about the adventures you have coming home from school.
Uh-oh.
It gives tips on what to do about bullies, finding drugs, or trouble on the bus. And it shows what happens to Scruff.
What happens? What happens?
You'll see. For your free copy, write McGruff, Chicago, Illinois, 60652 and help me take a bite out of crime.
What happens? What happens?
It lives in the back of your mind, a sweet, vague memory. If you think about it, you can hear, see, and smell it. First grade. The classroom loomed large, and so did the teacher. She knew everything, all the answers. You listened, at first afraid, and then curious. And there were the other kids, loud, quiet, funny, smart, scared. You made friends. You learned together. Now, you would read and count and know stuff, too. It was the end, and it was the beginning, and it would stay in the back of your mind always.
At North Penn, first grade is more than a beginning. It's a true blossoming of personalities and talents. It's when a finely tuned curriculum stimulates your child's mind to foster intellectual growth. It's when talented professionals recognize and nurture your child's unique abilities, creating a firm foundation for success in school. At North Penn, first grade is no vague memory. It's a critical first step that shapes your child's entire future.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States.
Your child's day begins with meaningful exercises. The teacher leads a discussion about the day of the week, the weather, and special events. This leads to a brief paragraph on the board, which supports the concept that listening, speaking, writing, and reading are interrelated. The North Penn curriculum works hard to make all subjects come alive for your child.
The water doesn't drip, but look, it's getting wet.
Scientists from local companies lead the first graders through an experiment that shows the fabric's resistance to water. This is just one example of how the North Penn community enriches your child's learning experiences. Coins, straws, and breakfast cereal are manipulated by first graders to help them master numbers. These tangible objects are part of a math curriculum that gives your child a solid start in the magical and sometimes puzzling world of mathematics. Not every child will become a musician, but every child can enjoy and appreciate music. As they participate in music class, the teacher encourages their interest in creative activities to enrich their leisure hours.
Abraham Lincoln was a good president. He said people didn't have to be slaves.
First graders learn about history through an enjoyable hands-on exercise. They also develop thinking and writing skills. The social studies curriculum often supports other areas of learning. Throughout the year, your child will benefit from field trips, visitors, film strips, and assemblies.
I like lunch because I get my own tray. I put everything on it and carry it and sit with my friend Brad.
Lunch is a welcome break in your child's busy day. He or she finds good food and pleasant lunchroom workers who encourage children to make the right nutritional choices. At the tables, there's time to talk, share experiences, eat, and even play games under the watchful eye of the cafeteria aide.
I like recess best. We go outside and play games. We don't have to be quiet.
Your child's body needs much motor activity. Sitting still is hard for first graders. Outdoor recess provides an opportunity for directed and free play. Along with blowing off steam, North Penn kids get an opportunity to develop friendships with classmates. One thing you'll notice is that your child will share tremendous camaraderie.
She moved into her fine rock house.
The library is a busy place. First graders enjoy story time when the librarian shares a favorite book with them. They also browse and select books. Your child will bring home some for you to read. As your child's reading skills develop, he or she will read independently. North Penn librarians influence your child to become a person for whom a library sign always beckons him or her to come inside.
When I stir them paint, I make bright colors. The teacher doesn't mind if I make a mistake. Look, mine is red. It looks good.
I like art. We get to keep our own stuff and give it to Mom.
North Penn art teachers show your child that creative expression is important and satisfying. Along with encouraging your child's innate artistic talents, they provide activities that build skills and confidence. Most of all, the art teacher shows your child that art is a process that everyone can enjoy. For first graders, the most pervasive element of our curriculum is reading. North Penn recognizes that children who can read well can learn well throughout their lives. Reading specialists provide one-on-one instruction as well as small group activities. In the classroom, a wide variety of books and other materials are used to provide activities that teach and reinforce reading and writing skills. Your child may work at his or her desk or at learning centers throughout the room. Your child will broaden vocabulary, absorb background information for new stories, read silently and aloud. The teacher leads a discussion that determines student comprehension of stories they have read. Your child's language skills will blossom through the use of a computer for reading and writing. Community-sponsored programs that encourage your child to select books and read for enjoyment are often part of the first grade program. Parent volunteers help with special activities that bring reading skills to life. These first graders read a recipe, follow the recipe, and then sample what they've made.
I can bounce the ball and get it in the rain. I couldn't do it, but my teacher said to try.
Physical education challenges your child to try new activities and develop motor skills. North Penn's Phys Ed program may discover athletic talent, or simply show your first grader that sports and physical activities are fun. The curriculum follows a developmental sequence of skills. An adaptive Phys Ed program provides added exercise for children who need extra help in developing gross motor proficiency. At North Penn, the rhythm of routine is accented with the unexpected. First graders might celebrate the 100th day of school with a special cake or attend an assembly for their enjoyment. Your child may participate directly in activities like school orchestra. An opportunity for early stringed instrument instruction is provided by the Suzuki program. Throughout your child's day, there is a powerful presence that keeps the classroom running smoothly and effectively. This presence is the classroom teacher. North Penn teachers are selected from literally thousands of qualified applicants. The individuals who teach North Penn students have exceptional qualities. They are intelligent, caring, highly proficient, and dedicated. At North Penn, the first grade teacher contributes immeasurably to your child's positive start in school. The classroom teacher is supported by other professionals who bring a unique depth to the educational experience at North Penn. Guidance counselors, teaching specialists, school nurses and psychologists, and building principals augment the classroom teacher's skill. In fact, these professionals form child study teams to monitor and assist the progress of children in need of extra support. First grade at North Penn is an exceptional experience for your child. That's because the focus stays firmly where it belongs, on your child. His or her unique personality, level of maturity, and academic abilities are recognized and nurtured. The North Penn curriculum celebrates the individual, providing the tools he or she needs to attain the potential you envision for your child. The North Penn School District positions your first grade child for success in school and in life.
Sally wants to be a surgeon when she grows up. Maybe someday she'll operate on you. Now, would you like this free booklet of simple ways you can help improve her education? Call 1-800-96-PROMISE.